So students, we have discussed the plasmid. So firstly, we have discussed the plasmid, what is the plasmid, and we explain the position of the plasmid in the bacterial cell. So this is a diagram of the bacterial cell, and this cell contains the cell wall and inside the inner cell membrane. So I can explain the outside the dark color and green color is known as the cell wall. It is a cell wall thick made up of the peptidoglycan, you know very well, and inside the cell membrane thin, I don't know the cell membrane. It is present in the mesosome enfolding of the plasma membrane, and between the two cells known as the periplasmic space, we can say lysosome of the bacterial cell. Yeah. Periplasmic space known as the lysosome of the bacterial cell, and it is the reproduction mitochondria of the bacterial cell, and it contains the DNA known as the xenophore like this, and it also contains the round and spherical structure, mainly the round structure like this. These structures are known as the plasmid, and these are double stranded structure. So these structures are known as the plasmid. Clear? So this is known as the xenophore, and inside these structures are known as the plasmids. Clear? Okay. Then in your 11th class, on the basis of their function, the plasmids are divided mainly three types. Types of plasmids in the bacterial cell. So we can say on the basis of the function, the plasmids in bacterial cell are made three types: F plasmid, R plasmid, and Cole plasmid. F plasmid, it means represent the fertility factor. Fertility factor. On the behalf of the presence and absence of this plasmid factor, the cells may be two types in the F plus and F minus. Those contain the F plasmid are known as the plus, and those are not contain the F plus known as the plasmid F factor known as F minus. F plus generally represent the male, and F minus is known as the female. We are studying in the 11th class the conjugation between the F plus F minus. So we are discussing here the plasmid, they are represent the fertility or represent the fertility factor. Second is the R plasmid. R plasmid means resistance factor. It means they are represent the antibiotic resistance site. They are the antibiotic resistance sites. Those plasmids contain the antibiotic resistance sites are known as the resistance factor, and they protect the bacterial cell from the particular antibiotic. Another R plasmid, or generally in the biotechnology we are utilize the R plasmid. In biotechnology generally we are utilize the R plasmid because the antibiotic resistance site work as a marker site in the vector. And what is the Cole plasmid? It is the colicin factor. Represent the colicin factor known as the Cole plasmid. So on the basis of their function, the plasmid are classified in three types, mainly different types, mainly three types: F, R, and Cole, and mainly we utilize the R plasmid in the recombinant DNA technology. Clear? Then in the most common plasmid utilized in RDT recombinant DNA technology is the PBr322. And in your board exam, a short notes, add the short notes on the PBr322. Clear? So in board book, the description of the PBR in short form, and I explain here the completely way that PBR 322. So first it explain here on the basis of their Rajasthan board book, then I explain according to the NCERT book. Clear? So PBR 322 is a plasmid and was one of the first widely used E. coli controlling vector. It is very important point. It is the first widely used vector and it is obtained from the E. coli. Clear? And here in the scientific name of the PBR, the P4 plasmid. Here PBR P4 plasmid. We can say PBR 322. It means for here P plasmid, B and R, these are scientific name. The Bolivar aerodasis, their scientist name, and 322 and 322 is the name of the strain. It is known as the strain. So P plasmid, BR Bolivar aerodasis scientist name, and the 322 is the strain name of the this PBR. Clear? And other plasmid is common in for medical exam, that is the PUC. Another example is another type PUC, and here I explain PUC. Here UC is the University of California. University of California. On the basis of scientific name, also on the basis of the discovery institute name, the plasmids name are given. Here we are discussing only one type, the PBR 322, and PBR 322 is the P for plasmid, B for Bolivar, R for resin, and 322 is the strain. Clear? Then PBR is 436 base pair. The length of the PBR is 4361 base pair. How many? 4361 base pair in length, and has two antibiotic resin sites. How many? Two antibiotic resin sites, TT and AMP, and these sites are work as a marker. So we can say these sites are work as marker sites. So there are two. This is a question for medical exam. The length of the PBR 322 is a question for medical exam. So in your book 4362, 4362 in some books, but generally in your NCERT authentically we are known the 4361 base pair, or we can say 4.361 kilo base pair. Clear? And contain the two antibiotic site. First one is the TTR and second AMP. TTR tetracycline resistance, AMP small known as the amplicillin resistance. So tetracycline resistance and amplicillin resistance, these are two antibiotic resistance site, and these are known as the marker site of the vector. Clear? Then we discuss here on the factor. It contain a ori. Each PBR plasmid contain a ori, a single ori, and ori is the origin of the replication. It is the point where the replication start, known as the ori. Second, it contain a ROP, a site where the replication start. Clear? Or we can say a ori is a point where the replication start, and ROP the DNA segment that is responsible for the protein formation. Those are utilized in the replication. It means here replication of the protein site. It means here the replication protein are formed in ROP. Clear? Next, the molecular weight of the PBR is 2.83106 Dalton. This is the molecular weight of the PBR. It contains about the 12 restriction site. In some books it is also mentioned 13. but your in the board book that is 12 resistance site. It means in the cloning spectrum here the 12 sites are present. Here represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. We are obtain only here 8 sites represent your NCRT, but when in the a bigger diagram here 12 sites are present. Clear? So we can say the 12 sites are reconnaissance sites are present in a PBR plasmid, and each one is responsible for the specific RE enzyme. Clear? So these PS first, PUE eco R first, that is, and the position of these RE enzyme are differ in different reconnaissance site. Clear? And this is combinedly colorful diagram is of the site are known as the cloning spectrum. I explained the cloning spectrum. These are sites. The 12 sites are represent in this PBR plasmid and represent the cloning spectrum. And each one is known as the RS site. Clear? Linear DNA integrated between the TT and AMP gene with the help of the RE enzyme. Linear DNA integrated, which is the desired DNA integrated in the between the here TT and A. So we are utilize these two sites AMP and TTR. In a PBR both left and right side. In a PBR both left and right side. Left side and right side the two antibiotics are present. Which one is the left side? Which one is the right side? So here when we are explaining here, it is the right side and it is the left side. The right side, the AMP, amplicin site is present, and right side is the TTR, tetracycline resistance site. TETR, TET, tetracycline, R for resistance, AMP, amplicin, and R for resistance. Amplicin resistance site and tetracycline resistance site present. Clear? In the PBR 322. Clear? And here this is diagram of the PBR 322. In this the PBR 22 is the ori is present. This portion is responsible for the replication. This portion, this segment is responsible for the making protein of replication. These are the RS site. Reconnaissance site are different type of the RE enzyme. This part represent the AMPR, amplicin resistance site, and this is the TT site. And I explain that this site are again in the two different way here. As generally we are explain the diagram like this. Generally when we draw a diagram commonly and we are explain here only ORI here, ROP, and here we are represent with the help of a color the sides. Here and here we are represent another site, marker site. So this is known as the AMP site, known as the AMPR. Okay, it is known as the amplicin resistance site. Clear? And here it is known as the TET so it is known as the TETR. Clear? So general diagram of the PBR 322 is here. We can say make this diagram, and here 4, 3, 6, 1 base pair, and when the point is here then the clo base pair. Clear? 6 1 base pair, clo base pair, so here point is present and base pair like this. So we can draw like this diagram of the PBr. Clear? It is the diagram with the both antibiotic site and the recombination site of the RE enzyme. Here only the antibiotic site are present, the AMP and TTR. For the addition of the insertion of the desired DNA, we are required to cut the two sides. Out of the two antibiotic site, we are cut a one site, and due to the cutting of the one site, we are recognize, we are choose the selection particular transform cells. With the help of the this cutting, we are the help of the rest of the antibiotic site, we are recognize the transform cell easily. So we are insert a desired DNA between the within the both antibiotic receptor site. Clear? So I hope you are understand what is the PBr, the structure. Clear? So please note it. So students, we are discussed the plasmid as a vector according to Rajasthan board book, but here we are discussed the vector according to the NCERT. Clear? In your Rajasthan board book, the description of the plasmid is very short and only few points are present, but here the NCERT, in the NCERT book, the description of the plasmid is in a large and point, and the expression of the plasmid, particularly PBr322, in detailed form. Clear? And it is explained the how to work the ORI, how to work the structure marker, the cloning sites, and the function of the several sites. Clear? So we are discuss the complete vector according to the NCERT book. Clear? Because it's very important for the medical purpose. So first, the feature of the vector PBr322 according to the NCERT. Clear? And the feature of the PBr, because the PBr322 contain the following sites. Following points. We have studied the feature of the PBr322 in the according to the NCERT in following points. First, the ORI, origin of replication. You know very well, ORI is known as the origin of replication, or you know very well, the ORI is a point where the replication start. Clear? So in this is a sequence from where the replication start. It's very simple definition, from where replication start, that known as the ORI. Clear? And any piece of the DNA when linked to this sequence can be made to replicate with the host cell. It is a point, ORI is the point where the replication start, and any linked DNA we are added here, link, so it is replicated in the host cell. Clear? This sequence is also responsible for the controlling the copy number of linked DNA. It is very important, responsible for the copy number of the linked DNA. Clear? So what is the role of the ORI or as an application? It replicate the linked DNA, and is responsible for the number of the copy of the linked DNA, how many copy are formed. Clear? Generally ori is, we can say here, mention a point, generally ori is AT rich region. In your, not in your book, but in medical purpose, generally the ori is AT rich region. AT rich region means, here AT means adenine thymine, A for adenine, here A for adenine and T for thymine. So, in a vector, the nucleotide arrays and mainly AT region means A and T, we can say here, if the A vector present like this and in this the nucleotide present, so here nucleotide arrays in the sequence are known as the AT region, the A T T A like this, and here T T A T T. So it is known as the AT region. So generally a question for medical exam, the ori is AT region, GC rich region. Clear? So exam answer is the AT rich region. Ori is a AT rich region. Clear? Second, the selectable marker. Clear? In the selectable marker, we can say, in addition, selectable marker means the marker sites. Selectable marker means the marker site are present, and you know very well the marker site are the antibiotic site. So here we discuss selectable marker or the marker sites. In addition to ori, here the mention, in addition to ori, the vector required a selectable marker. Vector required selectable markers which help to identify. What is the role of the marker? To identifying and eliminating the non-transformant and structurally permitting growth of the transformant. So here two words are formed required, non-transformant and transformant. What is the meaning of these two words? You know very well, or you know study in the 11th class and in molecular biology, the transformation, Griffith experiment. Entry of the DNA inside the host cell, that known as transform cells. You know very well in Griffith experiment, S third and R second, their two strain are required, and the R second cell is the non-violent and S third is the violent. So the S third DNA entered to the R second and it is transformed cell. So same thing here, we are required, we are selected, we are choose the we are separate transformed and the non-transformed cell with the help of the selectable marker. Clear? How we explain it? This is a host cell. Clear? This is a host cell that contain the DNA, and here these are the DNA. They are the recombinant DNA. These are the vector DNA, or we can say rDNA. Clear? And this is the recombinant station present or absent. Clear? Here this vector contain a site, and I discussed earlier, we are cut a site of the desired DNA. When we insert a DNA, aligned DNA, we cut a site of the antibiotic site. Okay? So when this rDNA is this rDNA enter in this cell, and when these cells grow in the antibiotic site, if we are discuss here the PBR322, okay? The PBR322 contain the two sites. We have discussed the PBR322 contain two sites. First site is known as the AMPR, and second site is the TTR. We have discussed. If it is a PBR, it contains the two sites. first we can say here TTR, and this one is known as the clear. This site known as the AMP. When we desired DNA insert in this vector, join the vector, we are cut any one site out of two site, we are disturb the a site, so this site is no resistance to particular antibiotic. Clear? If we are disturb the TET site, so it means the TET site is not represent the resistance in the tetracycline medium. Clear? So when we are grow a cell in a medium, that is a medium, clear, and if we are break the TT site, we are break the TT site and it contains a TET medium, and we are cut the TT site and then RDNA we insert. Clear? So this cell is growing in the FBC medium, TT medium. So this is the medium FBC medium, or we can say TT medium when we cut the site. If we are insert the recombinant DNA inside and this cell grow in the AMP medium, it means cell is transformed. It means the recombinant DNA enter. Recombinant DNA enter into the cell, because without the recombinant DNA, without the plasmid, this cell not represent the resistance, but in the presence of the plasmid inside the bacterial cell, it represents the resistance. क्लियर? समझाता हूँ मैं आपको। मेरे पास दो साइट है बच्चों, ये एक TT है, दूसरी AMP है। मुझे डिजायर्ड DNA ऐड करना है, तो मुझे इन दोनों साइट में से किसी एक साइट को कट करना पड़ेगा, ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा। क्लियर? दो में से भी किसी भी एक साइट को हमें ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा। अब ब्रेक करने के बाद जब हम रिकॉम्बिनेंट DNA को इंसर्ट करा देंगे किसके अंदर, बैक्टीरियल सेल में, होस्ट सेल के अंदर एंटर करा देंगे, तो मैंने इस रिकॉम्बिनेंट DNA को इस बैक्टीरियल सेल में इंसर्ट करा दिया। क्लियर? तो इस सेल में अगर मैंने TET को ब्रेक किया है तो सेल AMP में ग्रोथ करेगी। ये कब करेगी? जब ये इसके अंदर एंटर हो जाएगा। अगर ये एंटर नहीं हुआ, इट मीन रिकॉम्बिनेंट DNA इज नॉट एंटर इन दिस बैक्टीरियल सेल, सो दिस सेल इज डाई। लेकिन अगर ये सेल इसमें चली गई और इसमें ग्रोथ कर रही है, इस मीडियम में, किसमें, AMP मीडियम में ग्रोथ कर रही है, सो वी कैन से द सेल इज ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड। सेल इज ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड। मैंने अभी आपको एक चीज समझाया था कि द ग्रोथ ऑफ द सेल एंड द लिविंगनेस ऑफ द सेल, द प्लाज्मिड इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बताया था। क्लियर? एंड ए सेल, जनरली ए सेल इज नॉट रेजिस्टेंस टू द एंटीबायोटिक। एक सेल जो है वो एंटीबायोटिक के प्रेजेंस में रेजिस्टेंस नहीं होती है। इफ द प्लाज्मिड आर प्रेजेंट, एंड कौन से प्लाज्मिड, आर प्लाज्मिड आर प्रेजेंट, दैट इज रिप्रेजेंट द रेजिस्टेंस। वरना क्या होगा, विदाउट प्लाज्मिड द इक्वल सेल विल डाई, बट इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द antibiotic site, resistant site, it survive in these antibiotics because the plasmid antibiotic sites are protect these bacteria from these particular antibiotics. क्लियर है? तो मेरे पास दो एंटीबायोटिक थी, मैंने एक को डिस्टर्ब कर दिया और उसी के मैंने डिजायर्ड DNA को ऐड कर दिया। अब उस प्लाज्मिड को मैंने वापस से होस्ट सेल में इंसर्ट किया, और होस्ट सेल में इंसर्ट करने के बाद वो सेल में ग्रो कर रही है। इट मीन दैट सेल इज ग्रो इन द मीडियम, दूसरी एंटीबायोटिक में ग्रो कर रही है। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि आपने प्लाज्मिड डाला था, वो प्लाज्मिड इसके अंदर एंटर कर गया। ठीक है? इफ, मैं वही समझा रहा आपको, इफ द RDNA insert into the bacterial cell, it means the condition is like this. Here the condition is, it is a bacterial cell and here it is a genophore, and here the vector is enter into this cell. So this cell is known as a transformed cell. It's known as the transformed cell. क्लियर? बात आगे समझ में? आपके पास एक इकोलाई सेल है, क्लियर? उसमें से आपने प्लाज्मिड को निकाल लिया। निकालने के बाद आपने उस प्लाज्मिड को कट किया एंजाइम से और उसमें डिजायर्ड डीएनए को ऐड कर दिया। क्या बन गया? उससे रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए बन गया। क्लियर है यहाँ तक? या रिकॉम्बिनेंट डीएनए या ऐसे बोलते हैं रिकॉम्बिनेंट प्लाज्मिड। क्या बोलेंगे? रिकॉम्बिनेंट प्लाज्मिड। क्लियर यहाँ तक? बन गया। अब हमने जिस सेल से इसको निकाला था उस सेल में वापस इंसर्ट करना है किसको? उस रिकॉम्बिनेंट प्लाज्मिड को। क्लियर? अब वो इंसर्ट हुआ या नहीं हुआ? अगर वो इंसर्ट हो गया तो सेल ग्रो करेगी एंटीबायोटिक मीडियम में। अगर वो इंसर्ट नहीं हुआ तो सेल ग्रो नहीं करेगी, मर जाएगी। जो सेल ग्रो कर रही है ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड सेल। क्लियर? और जो सेल ग्रो नहीं कर रही है वो कहलाएगी नॉन ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड सेल। क्लियर है? आई बात समझ में? ठीक है। जैसे हमारे पास खिलौने होते हैं, बच्चे खेलते हैं, खिलौने में जो बैटरी होती है बच्चों, सेल होते हैं, बैटरी होती है। एक खिलौना वर्किंग कर रहा है, मैंने उसमें से बैटरी को निकाल लिया। क्या खिलौना वर्क करेगा? नहीं करेगा ना। लेकिन बैटरी को मैंने फिर लगा दिया वापस से, वर्किंग करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? करेगा। बिल्कुल ठीक है। तो आपकी पास जो आपके वॉच होती है या आपके पास कोई भी टॉय है, उसमें 2 सेल मेरे पास है बच्चों, मैं समझा रहा हूँ आपको, समझ लेना। 2 सेल लगते हैं खिलौने के अंदर, मान लीजिए। तो दोनों सेल अगर एक ही कलर है, एक ही कंपनी के हैं, तो आपने क्या किया? एक सेल को निकाल लिया, उसके लिए दूसरा कंपनी का सेल लगा दिया। मान लो 2 सेल आपके पास ब्लू कलर के हैं, अब आपने उसको सेल में निकाल लिया और आपने निकाल के एक ब्लू का लगाया और एक रेड लगा दिया। तो क्या हुआ? चेंज हो गया। 2 सेल जो मेरे पास हैं टॉय के अंदर, दोनों एक ही कलर के थे या अलग कलर के, हमें जो भी मान लें, आपको मान लीजिए। ठीक है। तो मेरे पास 2 सेल थे, एक दोनों क्या थे? अलग ब्लू कलर के हैं परंतु अलग कंपनी के थे। ब्लू कलर के हैं परंतु क्या है? मान लीजिए अलग कंपनी के थे। तो ये क्या हो गए? आपके एंटीबायोटिक साइट हो गई। ये प्लाज्मिड हो गए। क्या हो गए? प्लाज्मिड हो गए। ठीक है। आपने निकाल लिया बाहर उसको। अब आपने उसमें से एक तो वही लगा दी पहला वाला, एक आपने नया लगा दिया। ठीक है। तो चालू हो जाएगा नहीं होगा? तो वर्किंग हो जाएगा। तो यहाँ पर भी हम वही कह रहे हैं बच्चों, जो प्लाज्मिड है हमारे पास, जो प्लाज्मिड है, उस प्लाज्मिड में हमने क्या किया? निकाला। ब्लू कलर का सेल था, निकाल लिया उसको। हमने उसमें डिजायर्ड जोड़ दिया, तो हमने इसको कह दिया कलर चेंज कर दिया। डिजायर्ड जोड़ मतलब कलर चेंज कर दिया। ठीक है। और हमने उसको वापस से डाल दिया। ठीक है। तो हमने एक सेल को कलर चेंज किया, कलर चेंज मतलब हो गया, उसमें डिजायर्ड जुड़ गया। जैसे क्या वो चालू हो गया, आपका जो टॉय है वो वापस वर्किंग में आ गया। लेकिन मान लीजिए अगर मैंने जो कलर चेंज वाला सेल डाला उसमें बैटरी नहीं है, वो पुराना है, ख़राब हो गया, और मैंने उसको फिट कर दिया, तो क्या वो चलेगा? वापस से नहीं चलेगा। तो अगर मैंने कलर चेंज करके रेड वाला लगाया और वो चल रहा है, वो तो कहलाएगा ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड। क्या कहलाएगा? ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड। ठीक है। लेकिन मैंने कलर चेंज किया लेकिन वो नहीं चला। ठीक है। या मैंने दूसरा ब्लू कलर का लगा दिया, जो डिस्चार्ज पड़ा है, खराब है सेल, वो लगा दिया, तो क्या होगा? नॉन ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड। एक सिंपल सा एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ, इसको कंपेयर नहीं है, इसको समझाने के लिए समझा रहा हूँ मैं आपको, समझाने के लिए। सेम थिंग है, मेरे पास एक प्लाज्मिड है, उस प्लाज्मिड का मैंने दो साइड से मेरे पास एक साइड को कट किया, उसको हटा के उसके लिए मैंने डिजायर डीएनए को जोड़ दिया, तो अब मेरे पास प्लाज्मिड क्या रह गया, ओनली एक ही साइड रह गई ना। जो बैक्टीरियल सेल दो एंटीबायोटिक के लिए रेजिस्टेंस थी, एम्प्लिसिन और टेट्रासाइक्लिन रेजिस्टेंस थी, वो अब किसके लिए रहेगी, ओनली एक के लिए रेजिस्टेंस रहेगी कि नहीं रहेगी। ठीक है, तो जिस साइड को हमने काटा है उसको हमें उसका मीडियम नहीं लेना, जिस साइड को हमने कट किया उसके अपोजिट मीडियम, जिसको हमने कट नहीं किया, जिस साइड को हमने कट नहीं किया वो वाला हमें मीडियम लेना है, और मीडियम को लेकर हमें उसमें आरडीएनए को इंसर्ट करना है। तो क्या होगा, वो ग्रो करेगा। इसका मतलब अगर सेल डेथ नहीं होती है, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, डेट मीन्स द डिजायर्ड डीएनए या रिकमेंड डीएनए या प्लाज्मिड एंटर टू द सेल। क्लियर है। सो व्हेन द एंटर टू द सेल नोन एज अ ट्रांसफॉर्म सेल, इसे बोलते हैं ट्रांसफॉर्म सेल, और अगर इसकी एंट्री नहीं होती है तो नॉन ट्रांसफॉर्म सेल। क्लियर। तो विद द हेल्प ऑफ द एंटीबायोटिक साइट we are recognize the transform or non-transform cell, transformants or non-transformant, या transforming cells or non-transforming cells. Clear? Transforming cells, those are grow in the antibiotic medium, and non-transforming cells, those are not grow in the antibiotic medium. Non-transforming cell means the recombinant plasmid is not enter into the these cell, so they are die. But in transform cell, the recombinant DNA enter into the bacterial cell known as the transformed cell. So we are discussing here transformants. Here a term is transformation. What is transformation? So it is very important point. What is transformation? It is a procedure through which the piece of DNA is introduced in a bacteria. Host bacterium, it means E. coli. Normally the genus encoding resistance to antibiotic such as the ampicillin, chloramphenicol and tetracycline. Very simple. ठीक है. So it is known as the selectable marker. Third one is known as the cloning site. Cloning site. So here a vector contain a various recognition site, because generally each RNA enzyme have recognized a particular site, a specific site for a specific RNA enzyme. In a PBR322 in a plasmid vector, there are 12 to 13 recognition sites are present, and these recognition sites are known as commonly known as the cloning spectrum. Clear. And these sites are recognition sites are required for the RNA enzyme, and only one time one RNA enzyme is required for the plasmid. In a RDA technology, RDT, only one time one RNA enzyme required, because we cut the plasmid with the help of only one type of the RNA enzyme in one time for one experiment. Why? Because when we cut the several RNA enzyme, so the several fragments are formed, and due to the several fragments, the joining of these fragments are very typical. अब मैं इसको कैसे समझाता हूँ, सुन लीजिए। आपके पास एक चूड़ी है, अपने घर में मदर होती है, सिस्टर होती हैं, चूड़ियाँ पहनती हैं, बैंगल्स। आपके पास एक बैंगल है बच्चों, बैंगल्स है, चूड़ी मान लीजिए, ठीक है, लाख की चूड़ी होती है, लाख जानते हो, तो उसकी चूड़ी जो होती है आपके पास, मान लीजिए वो आपका एक वेक्टर है, ठीक है, वो गिर गया, आपके हाथ से चूड़ी गिर जाती है और उसमें एक कट लग जाता है, टुकड़ा बन जाता है, तो क्या करते हैं, गर्म करके उसको जोड़ा जा सकता है। बिल्कुल कर देते हैं, ऐसे करते हैं हम लोग। घर में जो मदर्स हैं चूड़ी पहनती हैं, मान लीजिए चूड़ी गिरने टूट जाती है, लाख की चूड़ी कह रहा हूँ मैं आपको, टूट जाती है, तो क्या करते हैं, या तो दुकानदार जो होता है लखेरा जिसे हम कहते हैं, या बैंगल्स जो बनाते हैं बेचते हैं, या फिर आप घर पे भी इसको हल्का सा गर्म करके वो जोड़ सकते हैं, वो चिपक जाता है, उस जो ज्वाइंट है वो फिलअप हो जाता है। ठीक है, तो एक टुकड़ा कटा टूटा जुड़ गया, लेकिन उसी के अगर 10 टुकड़े होते हैं तो क्या जोड़ना पॉसिबल है उसको? नहीं है। क्या नहीं है? तो एक टुकड़ा कटा मैंने, वही कह रहा हूँ आपको, एक क्वेश्चन फॉर द मेडिकल एग्जाम और बोर्ड एग्जाम दोनों के अंदर है आपका, वाई वी आर यूज ए RE एंजाइम फॉर द वन प्रोसेस। एक बार में हम एक ही RE एंजाइम का उपयोग क्यों करते हैं, बहुत सारे क्यों नहीं करते हैं? ये बात आपकी NCERT में क्लियर कर लिखी है। क्यों? बिकॉज when the more than we utilize the RE enzyme in a one time, there are so many fragments of the DNA plasmid. So there are so many fragments of the plasmid. So the joining of these fragments is very typical. It is a complex. So we increase the complexity. So we required only one time for a one RE enzyme for a particular process. Clear? So this is that a vector contains the various recurrence site. Generally, a recurrence site is required for a RE enzyme. Presence of the more than one RS site. Here mentioned the presence of the more than one RS site within the vector will generate the several fragments. Will generate several fragments which will complicate the gene cloning. Complicate the gene cloning. क्लियर है? तो जब भी ये क्वेश्चन आता है हमेशा एग्जाम्पल याद रखिए आप बैंगल्स का। अगर बैंगल्स में एक टुकड़ा हो गया आपका तो जुड़ जाता है आराम से, लेकिन अगर बहुत सारे टुकड़े जाते हैं तो जुड़ना पॉसिबल नहीं होता। ठीक है? तो द लाइगेशन ऑफ द एलाइन DNA, लाइगेशन जो ज्वाइनिंग कर रहे हैं हम एलाइन DNA इज कैरिड आउट ए रेस्ट्रिक्शन साइट प्रेजेंट इन वन ऑफ द टू, प्रेजेंट इन वन ऑफ द टू एंटीबायोटिक रेसिस्टेंस जीन। क्लियर? आगे बात वापस से, लाइगेशन ऑफ द अलाइंड DNA, जो भी डिजायर्ड DNA ऐड कर रहे हैं हम लोग, दो एंटीबायोटिक साइट में से एक पे जोड़नी होती है। वो आपकी चॉइस है किस पे जोड़ रहे हो, अकॉर्डिंग टू योर चॉइस, अकॉर्डिंग टू योर डिजायर्ड। आउट ऑफ द टू वी आर join the desired DNA, or we can say for the joining or ligation of the desired DNA we break a antibiotic site. Clear? Here, so there are the two methods of the selection. There are the two methods for the selection. Which one method? First method, the antibiotic method. In this method, we are required the antibiotic site and we are join the desired DNA in antibiotic site, break the antibiotic site, and then we are growing the recombinant plasmid in the both antibiotic site, and we are select the DNA, transform cells are transformed or not transformed, and desired DNA adding in the vector. Clear? We have the two antibiotic sites and one site for the transformation and one site for the to check the desired DNA is inserted into the join with the vector. Clear? Yes or not? ठीक है? And second method is the insertion inactivation method. Insertion inactivation method. In this method, we are utilize a chromogenic dye. Chromogenic dye that produce the color. And a enzyme is responsible for this color. When we have introduced desired DNA in a vector, these cells, the enzyme is disturbed and the cells are not represent the color. So on the basis of the chromogenic dye and color, we identify the transformed and non-transformed cell. It is the oldest method, is a new method. It is the older method, and it is a new method, advanced method with the help of the chromogenic dye. So there are two methods for the selection, the transformed and non-transformed cells. Clear? First, antibiotic resistance method. Second, the insertion of the inactivation method. Clear? We are discussed two methods in detail form in next lecture. Clear?